Hey, pickers, Mighty Mike, picking weeds vintage. How are ya?
Hello.
All right, so we have been back now for several days from the 127, and I've been producing videos from all of the footage that we shot during the world's longest yard sale. We did Tennessee and Kentucky. It was the 35th anniversary of the world's longest yard sale, which began in Tennessee, and that's why we started our journey in the volunteer state. We had a wonderful time and just tremendous footage, and we're really enjoying bringing you those videos. But today I am headed to pick up our friend Dave, the Hawaiian Shirt picker. And way back in, I think in June, he said, you know, when are you going to go? When are you going to take me to the bins? And I said, Dave, anytime you want to go, let's go to the bins, my friend. Dave is a wonderful person. He volunteers, he and his wife Debbie volunteer their time at Humane Thrift Store of Lebanon County. And it's well known in this region, in this area. And he does a fantastic time. I remember Donna, who works there, she said, yeah, this is a long time ago. She said, yeah, Dave, our pop culture guy, you like to buy pop culture stuff. He's out, but when he gets back, he's going to have a lot of great stuff to put out. So Dave's just a great guy, and I'm happy to spend the morning and early afternoon with him. We're going to go to the bins, and Dave has been a picker for a very long time. Can't wait to pick his brain. Get it? Pick. That's bad, right? So yeah, I'm on my way to pick him up, and we'll see what kind of treasure that we can find at the Goodwill Bins. And we're going to be heading to Berks County today for that one, and it should be a lot of fun. Anytime you get a chance to go to the bins is always great, and especially to share that company with Dave, the picker, the Hawaiian Shirt picker. He always has Hawaiian Shirt on this episode of Pickin' Weeds Vintage. So glad that you came along. I got our cooler there because we got to stay hydrated, and we're off to go here. This is great. Okay. Thanks for going with me here.
How much junk did you have?
So we filled the van. You know what? It equal the stuff we got and equal the filming that we did for the YouTube channel. I thought both were important. Would we have loved to have filled the van to the top? Yes, but I think it was over half, 3/4.
Okay.
And that's not bad at all. We did get the kind of stuff that I desire. Mostly, you know, she got some smalls, some coffee mugs, of course, advertising, some Maxwell House, Pier 1 import.
I thought, damn, the whole thing's going to be filled with coffee cups.
Exactly. Well, the thing is we brought 2 big tubs, and we filled, you know, those with the smalls, and then we found a field in Clark's Range, Tennessee. We began our journey in Tennessee, and that's where it all started. Oh, look, speaking of trash picking. It all started in Tennessee 35 years ago, 1987, so it was the 35th anniversary. That's why we decided to start all the way down in Chattanooga and do Signal Mountain first. But a place called Clark Range, Tennessee, a big field, and we saw it on YouTube, we saw it on Facebook. This guy, he had all these signs, all these advertising, and I said, how much? He said $5 a piece. I said, did you say $5? So I was trying not to act so excited, and I went and I got this huge oversized taco, and it was for Corona. I got a huge Mountain Dew display.
You should have bought them all.
I did. I bought every one that made sense for what we do, you know, setting up at Roots or Leaseport or selling on Marketplace. You know, because obviously the smalls we can do on the eBay store. In fact, I got some bank bags in Kentucky, really nice ones, colored with the artwork, probably from the 50s or 60s. We sold one. She posted it less than 24 hours. It sold right away. So we have done well, and we had a good year. And again, for us, it was also about just the experience, because we can't afford to take a vacation this year. I left my job, so you know, this has to be our vacation. So we kind of mix business with pleasure.
When we go down to Myrtle Beach just for Thanksgiving week, I take one day and my kids just roll. My kids didn't used to go. I said, I went to Myrtle Beach to get away from my kids.
Exactly.
And now they all come down. But one day we just go junk shopping, me and Deb.
Yep.
And they just roll our, I said, I don't care if we don't even buy anything. I said, listen, I just compare prices, what they have compared to what we have. I said, I just like going junk shopping.
Yeah, and that's what you like to do. You got a couple of road signs. Well, actually, one was a road sign. It was from Indiana. The guy had a couple Indiana items, and it was the state of Indiana. It was some kind of anniversary. The governor's signature was on it, and it had the state Indiana, but then it had Hardee's. It was sponsored by Hardee's. And that was a good, it's a big oversized sign. And then I got a it was folk art, but it said Country Line Dancing in Indiana. And it said hours are 3 to 7. It's the first Friday of the month, but it was on a hinge, like an old shutter. And it was hand painted. And I thought, you know what, this doesn't look like a primitive. This doesn't look like the guy's niece just went out and made a whole bunch. This looks like it was really hanging somewhere. So I kind of felt like the picker guys getting that. But yeah, it was a good year. I mean, especially that one field where the guy was just selling advertising. I got an oversized, it's a surfboard and it's a shelf. It was for one of the spritzers, one of the Mexican, I can't think of, Servo, whatever. And it has nice artwork on it. But we like stuff like that. The guy was he had 25 on it. And so we did bundle 20. We got a bunch of other things. I got an old English shoe polish metal stand. It's a small one. They're selling the shoe polish itself for quite a bit for actual shoe polish that went on it on eBay. So to have the holder, I think the display piece we got $5 on, So again, to be able to find that one dealer, we really, and up to that point we were doing okay, because the day before, and that's the thing about the 127. You said that Debbie went, but you never went, right?
No, I
you got to go. Maybe we should go next time together. We'll all go together. We'll do a trip. But anyways, we stopped at this one field, and from where we were walking, we were parked. I said, "Do you see what I see?" She says, "Yes." It was an oversized coffee cup.
Oh, I see you have that.
Yes, and it had, even on the top, it had like the bubbles from the coffee. I mean, it was so cool. And I thought, oh my goodness, how much is it? Because I got to have this. And I think he had a sticker for 55 on it, but he said, I'm going to do 45 for you. And then he got down to 35, and then we bundled it with an M&M display. So we did 30 and 30, so 60. I got two nice displays. M&M stuff does good, and this is not a typical M&M display. And you'll see that one too on the haul video that we do.
I have the big that has the big plastic that must have been display for
yes, that actually has the M&M.
Yeah. He's a big.
Those
M&M.
are cool. What color do you have?
Yellow.
Yep.
Because it's because Kyle Busch is the M&M.
Oh yes. So yeah, I mean, it just, again, for the whole experience, we added a day. Usually we do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but this time we went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, I'll admit that driving Thursday to Chattanooga, and we only left our area at like 8:15, 8:30. It's not like we left the crack of dawn. It's a 13-and-a-half-hour drive. I mean, with all the stops. If you don't do the stops, you'd be okay. Maybe more like 12 or whatever, but you have to get out. You have to rest the van. But honestly, we have fun with that, and we film it, and it was just a great trip, and we're looking forward to next year already.
Okay, where are you going now?
Well, we're going to go to the bins.
Okay.
Is that where we're headed, the Goodwill Bins?
What, that you can go to
why don't we test that? And if it's good, we'll stay there. If not, we can go to another place that you want to go to. I mean, I have not been to Freedom.
Okay,
for the Big Ten.
We're going to hit that. Okay. I mean, girl, I did this just about all my life.
I was going to ask you, when did you start picking? When did you get the bug for antiquing and for vintage items, for junking?
I was 12 years old, and my mother we lived in the city of Reading, when the city of Reading was still good, at Mulberry and Walnut. And they had a garage in the back, and she set up and had a yard sale, and that was it. I'm like,
you were hooked.
I said, do you know, you can buy this stuff for 10 cents and sell it for $1? Back then it was like,
right.
And my brother, you would sell your own mother for the right price, wouldn't you? I said, yeah.
Was there a local market that you like to go to, like a Green Dragon or
Sinking Spring Drive? It was.
That's right. Yep.
When that was there, I used to like Sinking Spring
on a
Drive.
Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Because they'd have movies or Saturday night.
Yeah, and other than that, I love yard sailing, And there you can tell the people who want to get rid of their stuff and the people that think their stuff is priceless. You know, it's like, nope, I gotta find a cheap treasure that saves the world.
Yeah, of course they'll think my stuff's worth $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Because there's an emotional value, and I've already been in a situation where I said, how much? I think it was an Army Navy blanket from the games that they had. It was a nice one from like the 50s or 40s, and I could tell that the woman had an emotion. And I got there, and it was in their house. It was on the back roads to Saturday's Market. Remember Saturday's Market in Middletown? Yeah. So anyways, I'm driving and I pull in there, and there's a bunch of people there and all this stuff. And I said, hey, how much for this old Army Navy blanket? From like the 40s, 50s? Oh yeah, my dad and mom had that, gave it to me. I said, all right, well listen, I'm gonna shop around here. Let me know how much you want to get for it. And she's thinking, and I ended up buying a hand-painted sign that her dad made for his work. And it was cool, it was about break time, and it was hand-painted with the stroke, the paint, one-stroke painting, whatever. And it was probably from the 50s, so it was a cool folk art piece, and she let that go for maybe $7. But I said, you know what? I said, you can't find a price. I said, honestly, because I didn't know if she was gonna say 20, 30, whatever. I said, why don't you hang on to it, because you know you couldn't, you know what I mean? It's like, it's one of those things where she wanted to say $50, $30. You know, I wanted to get it for $5 because I'm in the market of flipping, or $10, whatever.
But when people have that, why are you trying to bring it out there and sell it in the first place when you don't want to sell it?
Because I guess they're probably hoping for, oh my gosh, it's an Army Navy blanket from the 50s. Would you take $30 or $40? You know what I mean? And then they can say, well, would you do 50 or whatever? Yeah. And I was just looking to get it low, but I could just tell she couldn't come up with a price. And that's when I said, don't worry. I said, I got to move on to the next place. You know what I mean? I can't stand here all day and wait for you to.
Yep. We have that in the shop when people, now don't sell this for under,
right.
you know, $50.
And what do you say to them?
Okay, well, you know, you had 10 of these already. You can't get $5 for them. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah. I gotta ask you, when did the Hawaiian Shirt start? When did you start collecting? When did you start wearing them? And because like you're kind of like known, it's like Dave the Hawaiian Shirt Picker. I mean, everybody knows you wear a good shirt. Like 20 years ago, 30 years ago?
Probably 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I
mean, because that's your trademark now.
Yeah, I just.
People know, they always see you in a Hawaiian shirt.
And I got, Christ, I must have at least 100.
Really?
Yeah, probably more.
And do you mostly find them when you're thrifting or picking or yard sales or whatever? Yeah.
The very few I've ever bought. I got a couple as birthday or Christmas presents or something, but most of them I find at thrift shops.
And I know you had a Philadelphia Phillies one, and you had an Elvis one. You had a Coke one, right? That's an advertising. Was there one that you really, really liked?
No. It says I just like them all and don't.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right, we're here at the bins. Dave, how exciting is this?
This is very exciting.
I can't wait. I'm with the master picker, Dave, the Hawaiian Shirt picker, and we're here at the Goodwill Bins. So let's make it a fun one here. Let's go find some treasure. I brought drinks, so we have a cooler in the car. Let's see it.
card here for me.
All right, Dave. Let's see the artwork here. Take a quick gander, a little peek. There you go. That's a nice one. The only thing with artwork is to remember that, you know, you're doing by the weight. Look at this one here too. That's a nice one. New York, chorus line. See, that's my weakness too. Okay, so here's what you here are the prices, Dave. So you got less than 20 pounds is $1.69. It is right here. $1.69 if it's less than 20, and if it's 20 to 50, $1.34 a pound. But that's a nice piece. I think you'll do well with that. That's really nice. So funny, I just bought a picture like this. Look at this whole box, Dave. It's cool, but again, remember that the weight of that. Look, it has little handles on the side. Some tubs. I actually have this same style, but it's in the ducks. Dave, here you go for Hawaiian, huh? For surfing. It's kind of, that's definitely, what, 60s, 70s?
Yeah, that's.
This is a This is one of those folds where sometimes you can put your stuff on when you're selling at the flea. I wonder if this is what that was. I'm not sure. That's heavy, though. I collect dice. You see colored dice. That's something you don't like, and I'll.
No, I don't.
Especially the oversized kind. Put it in the big jar. And pool balls, the mini ones. This badminton racket. Is it like the Empire State Building or something? Oh, Freedom Tower.
Look at that.
That's neat. Feel that. That's a door
I
stopper.
was gonna say, yeah.
What do you think of that? Well, the stickers don't matter, but it's going to be the price. So that'd probably be at least, what, 2 pounds?
Yeah.
Bio?
I don't know, but it looks like a...
Look at the thing is broken. We find a lot of broken pieces too, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because they're in the bins, so they break. Look at these for the... There's a night out, huh? That's a night out. Yeah. Are we having fun yet or what?
Yeah.
I think when people finally sit down and leave the bins alone, that's when they bring out new ones. So we'll just go through these and see what we can try to find. It's a cool piece. It's a nautical folk art piece, and it's done with bottle caps. It's a shame there are some that are missing, but it's a crab. You never know what you're going to find at the bins. Are you surprised that you already have you have that nice artwork, and then you got this Manchester United banner, and you got a little what is this, a chip?
Yeah, it's some kind of token.
Some kind of token.
I guess.
What do you think overall of the bins?
It's different.
A lot of shoes.
See, a lot of shoes.
A lot of books.
A lot of books. A lot of clothing.
And it's good. I mean, you're being conservative because these are things that you would definitely, either keep or flip or for the store. And then I got a bunch. I'm not sure if I'm keeping everything, but I don't know. Something like this, it's just different and it's in good condition. I got some this is made in Hong Kong, original tag. It's the old vintage, Thanksgiving. You have these Coke trays. They're a little bit heavy, but the original Coca-Cola. I got Joe the Coke guy, who's a customer of mine. I got the Santa Claus. So not too bad. Are they coming out? Okay, so they're coming out with the clothes, the vintage clothes. You want to take a look? See if we can find some old Beatles shirts and Rolling Stones?
Yeah, we can buy some old Beatles shirts.
Let's go do it.
Okay.
Are we having fun yet or what?
Yeah, we're having fun.
Let's go. So we're just waiting now. They're going to give the official word, and then everybody will be able to jump in. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, here we go, Dave.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Looks like that's a comforter, huh?
Yeah.
$13.80. Wow, for $13.80. That's not bad at all, Dave. You know it. I know. I'm gonna pay cash, I think. I was hoping it to be under 15, but I didn't say anything.
Okay, well, yeah, I read your mind.
Yeah, you did. Let's do it out of 20.
Okay. Would you like to round up your 20 cents?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Thank
cool.
you. It'll make it $14.
That's awesome. Yes.
Still under your 15.
It's still under my 15 because it's kind of like a competition. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Dave, do you have any guess how much yours is going to be? Yours is probably going to be lighter than mine. Although his picture, see, that's the thing. His artwork.
A real competition. Try to get each other.
There you go. Yeah, we'll do it next time. Well, this is his first time. He already talking about coming back.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing. Huh. Try it out on a Sunday.
Is that the time to?
No.
So weekends are not as good, huh?
No, they're good. They're just packed. It's so packed. If you like to dig in with.
All right, so we were at a Goodwill. We just had our Wawa hoagies. And now we are going to go in this Goodwill. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere in Lancaster County, in between a couple farm fields. Sometimes they have different rewards days. I think upstairs is clothing and downstairs is the goods. They call housewares. It's kind of down in the basement.
Watch your head.
I know.
Oh, you might have to run.
The old Etch-a-Sketch by Ohio Art. All right, so now we're at Freedom Thrift in Bluebell.
Ball.
Okay. I always get them mixed up. And they're having their summer tent. They have the big tap tent when in the summer,
Yep.
and then in September it's fill a cart for $10.
Yep.
But right now they have a lot of 50-cent stuff. That is tremendous. They got books, they got electronics, a little bit of everything. Oh yes.
They're probably sour hooks.
Yep. And you said you got some frames here?
Yeah.
And they refresh us every day. They put new stuff out. Yeah, for 50 cents. That's a great deal. Wow, that's a nice one. I don't know what it is, but I love artwork.
That's $2.
It's $2, but still nice. These are 50 cents. He found a rubber alligator, and he found some Epcot playing cards for 50 cents. We got a bunch of goodies. Kay's gonna like the coffee mugs. I found some Eastman Kodak film canisters with the film in for 50 cents a piece. 3 of them. Just found a See and Say Lion King that works for $1. and some cash register drawers for $1. They had a whole stack of them, and I didn't want to be greedy. Where's the stuff?
Huh?
Where's the other stuff? Is it just clothing over here? Oh, that's where I've been. Yep, that's part. I've been to that one. A whole nother wing, a whole nother building. This place just goes on and on. It's so big. To go thrifting and picking, especially with their summertime tent. Great place in Bluebell, Pennsylvania, Lancaster County. So we hit, what, 3 places?
3 places.
We started at the Goodwill Bins, and then we went to a Goodwill out in the middle of a cornfield. And then we came to Freedom Thrift. Freedom Thrift is a huge operation.
That is. Very nice. Okay.
And Dave, you spent a total of how much?
$11.
$11. That's the thing I love about thrifting. You can get a lot of nice treasure
For
and not spend a fortune. And you got those Epcot cards.
Yep.
From Walt Disney World, original.
Yeah,
50 cents.
Yep. They were probably $11 at Walt Disney World.
Exactly. And you got it for 50 cents. Yeah. And then what was the other piece you got here? Oh, you got the alligator.
The alligator.
Because there's a lady that always comes to his thrift store and says, "You got any rubber alligators?" And what do you say? Whatever I got out is what I got out.
Not too many walking.
Yeah. And you got that really nice Art Deco. And that was what, £6 she said?
Yep.
And what was it, like $1.69 a pound? Am I going right?
Yeah, I think she said it came to $4. So,
am I going right, I think?
Yep.
I got a ton of smalls at the thrift bin, and here we got some old movie, I guess they're what, canisters?
Canisters.
With the film strip in them, right?
Yep, the 16mm film.
So now I'll have to go and see, maybe tomorrow at Humane, I'll see if there's a movie, a projector. But yeah, it was good. They were 50 cents a piece. I got some cash register drawers. I got 2 of them. They had a whole pile, and I don't want to be greedy. Am I taking a left here? Or am I going down, and I'm going down that place we...
Yeah, you're going down that.
I gotcha. By Cabrini's.
Yeah.
And they were only $1 a piece. And I think I got a Coke advertising from 1964 from CBS. Joe the Coke guy will probably buy that from me. But yeah, I mean, for what what did I spend? $24 total?
Total.
And I have a lot of stuff in the back to go through.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are smalls.
Yeah.
They don't, like, I remember Ben said when he came to see our booth, Christy's middle son Ben, and he said, everybody else has brown stuff, old brown stuff. You have color in your booth because we like pop culture. We like advertising. We like cartoons, movies, music, TV. And a lot of the banners and a lot of the things we hung up had bright colors, and it got people to come in. And he said, I like your booth, but he kind of has a point. With the younger generation, How much interest do you think they're taking in the old true blue antiques? Like I always think of those irons that they use. They put them for like a doorstop, and they're brown. And we saw a dealer that had a bunch of them. They were $10 each at the 127. They weren't selling at all. I mean, what are your thoughts on vintage versus true blue antiques?
It's really hard to say, because I mean the kids, younger generation, just don't want this stuff. They have no, for some reason they lost the sentimental value. You wanted your parents' things and your grandparents' things. Something happened in life, and the kids, it became a plastic throwaway world where you don't fix anything anymore. The old things just, it don't matter to them.
What do they collect? Do they collect anything besides like computer games or video games? I mean,
ever since the damn cell phones came out and they can play all that stuff, that's the only thing that matters to a lot of them. They don't even look out car windows when you go for a ride. They just are on that thing. And I have a grandson that, I don't understand it, but there's a video game, and he got $80 for his birthday, and next thing you know, he was sending it to somewhere so he could play a video game on TV for $80. I'm like, this is absolute craziness. And they don't care about any of the old. They don't even want to play baseball anymore.
Really?
No.
I mean, you and I would ride our bikes.
Yeah,
we come home from school or summertime. We play games. We play sports.
They're either on that phone or a video type thing constantly. And it's really a shame.
Do you think that the internet has helped thrift stores, whether chains or local ones like your organization, and has it helped the hobby? Has it helped the genre, or do you think it's hurt the genre? Is it good and bad, and what is the difference?
There's good and bad. I mean, you can sell more stuff for that people are, because there are still people that will collect it that are not coming to your certain store that's at one place. But then you have the part where they just go on Amazon and buy whatever they want, free delivery. If they don't like it, they just send it back. And it's very hard to describe. You can describe your item as best as you can to sell an antique. And when the people get it, they'll look at it with a magnifying glass and say, well, I didn't know about this little, discoloration, chip, whatever. And
yeah, but it's a vintage item. Vintage means that it's been used for the last 50 years.
Well, they don't understand that.
It's not new old stuff. It didn't just come right out of the plastic.
And that's the hard part, where, I mean, most people, they won't have the problem, but you do have a percentage of people that always are looking for either a discount
right.
Yeah.
Are you surprised sometimes? Because sometimes we go there, and on a Saturday, let's face it, every day that parking lot is packed.
Yeah.
That is the most popular thrift store in our region, hands down. Best stuff, best prices, hands down. Not even close. But sometimes I'll see cars from Maryland. I'll see cars from New Jersey. I'll see cars from Connecticut. I'll see cars from New York. Talk about the response that you guys get.
We get a lot of people, and I mean, we know there are a lot of resellers. There's also the people that actually are saving money because they need to save money, and it really, to us, it don't matter as long as we sell it, to help the animals. And our policy has been keep it low, so you can move the stuff, get money in there to help the animals as quick as we can turn it over.
Are you in need of certain, like if you said to somebody, hey, you want to help us out and donate, what items do you like to receive, and what items you say, you know what, I think we'll take a pass?
Well, we can't take a lot of the baby furniture, the computers, things like that. But basically, there's a lot of like kitchenwares, just antiques, tools, just the old collectible dishes. I mean, they all move, and we have very good response from the people.
Yeah, nice. When they come in there, they have a big smile on their face. They drive away feeling happy. They feel good. You guys feel good. We feel good walking out there buying it. It seems like a win-win for all parties involved.
It really is. It's knowing that you get to help these animals, because a lot of them, it's a cruel world for these guys, and you can't believe some of what people do to some of these animals, and that's the sad part of it. But it seems like people want animals when they're puppies and they're kittens, and as soon as they're not puppies and kittens anymore, they just want to unload them, and it's not fair to the animals. And
we always say you wouldn't drop grandma off in the middle of the door.
But I mean, basically, this is what keeps us there, keep us. You have a bad day, and then you just, something happens, and damn, we do it for the animals, and this is why we're here.
What keeps you coming back? You and Debbie volunteer. You've been volunteers for how long now?
Yeah, I think her 10 years. I think I'm around 8 or 9.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I mean, why do you do it every? Because every time I was just talking to your friends. We saw some of your friends at the Goodwill Bins, and I said, man, Dave. Honest to God, I'm there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He is up those stairs about 50 times. I mean, he's in great shape.
No.
Honest to God, you're carrying stuff.
But the animals, and this is why I have a house full of animals, because they were all strays or needed a home, and you see somebody an animal that has been really abused and needs help, and a vet bill is outrageous nowadays. I mean, they do their job, and I'm sure it's like a doctor's. Costs a couple $100,000 to fix an animal, and people say why, and why? Because if you ever had your own dog or cat, they're just like children. They mean the world, and that's why you do it.
Did you always have pets growing up?
A dog one. I always had turtles.
Really?
Yeah, and they aren't much trouble.
Are they easy as far as all the pets to have, like as far as maintenance and as far as feeding them and cleaning their pen? Clean
the tank is work, because I mean you got to completely empty it, wash everything down. So I mean they are work, but they're not barking or scratching at things.
And what do they eat? Do they eat? Are they vegetarians? They eat lettuce?
Fruits, vegetables. You can buy the turtle pellets. You can turn right down here.
At this one left? Turn left? Nice.
But I was probably 14. We kept on bringing home stray dogs, and my father would always say to my mother, tell the kids they gotta get rid of it, put it back where it came from. And finally, my mother, one came home, and my mother said, nope, if you want to tell them, you tell them.
Take it right?
Yep. And then next thing you know, we had a dog. And then I have always had dogs. And then you have a dog, you gotta have a cat.
And how many turtles do you have? Am I going straight?
Yeah. 9, 10, 11.
Wow. And are they the painted turtles?
Some of them are red ear sliders. I have a African side neck. I have a Mississippi, I think they call them Mississippi mud.
Wow.
Turtle.
That's neat.
So,
And did you used to find like box turtles out in the wild when you were growing up?
My mother always had box turtles, and they got to the point where they wouldn't even hibernate in winter. We had to bring them in the house because my mother would feed them.
Wow.
My mother could go out and call the turtles, and they would actually come for food.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it like a whistle? Was it a call? Like, Suey? Or what would she do?
She'd make some kind of, I almost think, clicking type of noise.
Really?
Yeah, and it was ungodly funny. The turtles would come.
And is your favorite rock group the Turtles?
No.
So happy together. No, that's an awesome story. I didn't realize you had so many. I think I've always been fascinated by turtles.
I still have 2 box turtles outside, and they hibernate.
Yep.
And have the bearded dragon.
Have you ever gone over to see the Galapagos?
No.
I don't know what country they're in, but they're on an island, right?
Yes, that's where Godzilla came from.
Oh, road trip. You'd have to fly there or go by boat?
I guess.
Oh, that's awesome. What's it like? I mean, because like I was talking to the gal at, I think her name was Karen, at Goodwill. And I said, boy, it must be fun to work here. And she's like, well, it depends. If you like people, you work here. But I was kind of joking around because they said they were short-staffed.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when you get like a thing of G.I. Joe dolls or old Kiss stuff, I mean,
yeah.
you just relive your childhood and say, man, I had that.
You do that. I said a lot. This is like Christmas morning.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to get. And when you get things like that, you just big smile on your face. Because, you know, whoever you're selling it to, they come in, and that's why they're buying it. I had this when I was a kid, and I'm like, well, now you got it again.
Oh, and it's so much fun because you just don't know. We joke around and we always say, well, maybe we're going to find our C-3PO or our Yoda or our ET, you know, the life size that they have, a replica that they made or whatever. It'd be fun to find something that. We also think about the Vlasic stork, the real tall one, you know what I mean, with the pickle commercial. You know what I'm talking about? And we always say, maybe we'll find one, left or right, or...
Left.
And we joke about it.
It's right up there.
We good?
Yeah.
And we say, oh, we're gonna find our, you know, this will be the day we find it, we go out. But I'm just amazed at some of the stuff that comes through there. And you know me, I always like stuff that's a little loud, a little over the top, and it's oversized or whatever. And I find some of my best stuff, for sure, hands down, at the Humane Society Thrift Store, Lebanon County. I mean, it's just a wonderful place to shop. And you guys are like family there too.
Yeah, we all been there. Basically the same group has been there for years. And it's if you want to go away, I mean, we just look at each other. Well, you gotta make sure you're here that day, because not all of them work all 4 days. They're open because of other things they have. But you just make sure things covered, and you gotta come home from vacation early because you gotta get up to the thrift shop.
It's just a cool place. It was a fun trip.
It was a fun trip.
Dave, thanks for coming along with me.
Thanks for taking me.
Oh, absolutely. Where are we going next time?
We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, maybe go to the auction, maybe go to some more thrift stores, maybe back to the bins. I feel like when you go to the bins, it's almost like when you go to, you know, fun night out at a casino. You know what I mean? Some nights you're in the groove, or you're at the horse track and like, man, I just keep winning. And other times like, I had a so-so day. It was a good day, but I didn't find the entourage. I can't find that every time, right?
Nope.
There was a poster though, and I thought, hey, what if this is going to be another Nike poster? But anyways, thank you so much for coming along. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate your subscription and supporting Pickin' Weeds Vintage. I'm Mighty Mike, and I'm here with Dave, the Hawaiian Shirt picker. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy picking.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was really good.